Hey everybody, this is RetroKid Reviews. Sadly, not doing it overly long. Obviously, awesome. I guess office inspired. Gym prank. For my debut. I guess cold opening for the Kamen Jin O. Episode 1 review. Mainly because two things. One, my family is currently out of state for the weekend, hence why I'm house sitting here. And the other reason, got a cute little kitty. A big old sleepy kitty. Yeah, that's Kiki, by the way. I might as well get the cat news out of the way. They're both fine. They're good. Beautiful little kitty girls. Because we thought one of them was a guy, the other one was a girl. I might have addressed it when we first got them on the other vlog prior. So yeah, they're both girls. They're both good. They're both very very tired. And well, shit. Not Jino for the most part. Mainly because it's got a lot of opinions on one hand and out the other ear. Metaphors divulging aside, let's just get right to it. Kamen Jino is gonna be what we all kind of assumed it was gonna be Decade Part 2. Mainly because Shirakura and most of old Heisei era producers are in charge of that, and I am currently sitting through the Shinta's vlog and Reviewtopia's immediate review post watching it this Sunday as of this recording. And this is why I really want my camera so I can just date the time like right here. I don't know. Anyway, well, my initial thoughts, I saw this a week in advance, obviously. It was coming out, I think, the Monday of or the Monday later, I don't know. Time doesn't work here in this channel, I don't know why. Speaking of time, this writer is also a time travel based writer. So unlike Decade, where he just basically multiverses because at the time of the Heisei era, they were all just multiverses trying to purge together or some shit like that. Yeah, Shirakura's writing was bad even back then, but here it's just a big glossy, flashy, let's just show all the time periods everyone thought we were gonna do as a summer movie out of the way, like Endo period. I guess I think I forgot what's her name. Yeah, there's a lot of what's your names here. The cast list will be in the description below if I can find it. Hopefully, the lady that's supposed to help Jino not be the evil writer that he's gonna be. Hence, I guess the Kivara in this case. She has like fake money in different time periods. Different types of like yen in this case. But if you're a Back to the Future fan like myself, you would know that's Back to the Future Part 2 rules with a suitcase full of like money in like different time zones and stuff like that, time periods. For Shoto, I think that's his name. He's kind of king focused, not like Q Ranger, I'm gonna be king someday, Red Senshi focused. It's a little bit there. I think in his perspective, he wants to be like a moderate, like decent king. I think like what a lot of Japanese politics is with the Endo period, not the Endo period. Primary, not emperor status. Like you just want to be a humble, honest person or something like that in that kind of level of government. Even though it's kingship, it's kind of a whole different thing. Um, Also, give me a like if you want me on the glasses with this hairstyle. I mean, it's just ruffled. It's not showered or anything. And if it resembles, I guess, what I'm trying to get at as the look of the writer, I'd really rather pull off Gates's look because he's actually like, I guess in this case, the Terminator or anti-Terminator in this case, because I think they try to flip the script on that one. His whole thing is that him and Kivara want to be over there is 60 years into the future where his like whole kingship and the end all be all writer for the Heisei is his law. Like he's overly corrupt. He's like overpowered as all hell. His complete form grew over time instead of just stuck like every other writer nowadays. Like it got darker. It's like gunmetal, like black, gray, gold, like Thanos level attacks. And that was like the first two episodes. For those of you who are just coming into this fandom, first of all, hi, how are you? And you're gonna get a lot really quick. And even as a veteran, Tokusatsu debut watcher like myself, it's not Forza bad where you're like, okay, what, and then you just learn later on. It's okay if you do a quick rewatch like I've been doing, and even still, I'm all over the place because, well, circumstances and just getting a whiff of everyone trying to figure out if this is still going to be a bad series or not. The jury is still out, but in Shinji's case, he's calling it out. He's calling it Decade Part 2 like we all thought it was going to be. And to be fair, it might end up being there as time goes on. As for Reviewtopia, they're going back and forth thinking, yeah, but it probably won't be as bad as Decade, which is kind of what you're going to be hoping for at this point in my case. And since I don't have Decade ups, the figure art I used to do when I used to start, like, OG hating the crap out of Decade like everybody else, I would do his voice and go, well, you know, Retro, I could do better than that. And honestly, this was like the precursor to the real Nerf Retro voice. It's like really indistinguishable, so sorry for that at least. Still waiting on his actor to do his origin, I guess, story. I don't know if it's series or a movie. In Goldstorm, for Garo. I mean, I really can't wait for that. Like seriously, he ended up being a better actor outside of Decade than this. I wonder why. I think it was the writing. Speaking of the writing, this episode is a little overplaced, like I just said. Bad CG dinosaurs. Again, it's Japan CG. It's to be expected in any budget of any kind of movie ever on any country, just to be perfectly honest. Except it's a small-scale TV series for kids. Anyway, I think the biggest highlight that I said in my react that I did kind of called it if you saw my Twitter. I mean, I saw any of my Tumblr reblogs. My apologies for not doing it. I had a birthday this week. I'm now officially 27 alongside many, I think, esteemed character actor writers. I don't know. Like, comment below if there's like a birthday that kind of makes sense, that lines up with a good past actor. Please let me know. That'd be awesome. September 6th, in case anyone knows what my actual birthday. Not giving you the year, just, you know, round out 2017 to get an idea where I am at. So yeah, final verdict with my highlights. I love the build bits. I'm happy that build and cross the banjo is going to be there as well. Shoto and damn it, I really need to get to making my final finale prediction, not review. If you're having predictions of what I'm going to say in my finale for build, it was a great finale. It was pretty good. Evolt, when I was binging like a truckload of episodes, has become the MVP of finale arc anti-writer, so I gotta give him praise there. He's like Shadow Moon good, which is saying a lot. Like, he possesses like almost a third of every other writer, and he's just batshit insane. Like, it's all over the place. I'm still pretty sure there's gonna be some V cinemas and post stuff, I guess, leading up or prior, or like this is a prequel that took place after Geno, because I'm gonna call it still that that Build and Geno are gonna be working together a lot. Probably in the same vein, like I said in the react, like Kuga and Decade in Decade, but in this case they actually have the actual actor who played the past writer, unlike, you know, what Decade did with not Jodo or Naguri. Speaking of, there are rumor mill that he might show up for a couple episodes. If that is the case, I can't wait. If it's not, I'm okay with not Decade's, you know, Kuga, as much as I hate to say it. He still ended up becoming a decent actor and a decent character as time went on, with what little material you could do. As for Getz, like I said, I guess we're going to do Decade comparisons. He's basically the end of this place. He might have a decent backstory that makes sense for why Geno's Mad King kind of territory timeline was like the worst for him. If anything, I'm fingers crossing for a future Trunks, because, you know, I've got the blue, I might as well go all out with that as well. If he had blue, he's mostly a red focused writer, and I think a lot of his past forms in the toy scans showed that he's not only going to have Ghost, which he ended the episode on showing his Ghost form, but a Fives form, which not Kivar also has a Fours like not Fours, Fives, sorry, Fives like form / gun sword kind of combo. That would be kind of cool. Like, in her case, she has to do it to erase like past writers' memories, not to tell them about their futures or anything like that, or talk about how awesome 2018 2019 is going to be. Yeah, fingers crossed on 2019 there. So with all the fingers crossed out of the side, go to the previous video, and for final results, it's in, I want to say 7 out of 10. It's not perfect by any stretch of imagination. There's a lot of inconsistencies. To me, that's the rent, along with the 6. It's a rentable episode. Like, if you don't like it, fine. You can walk out right now. I have to keep going for the show and my channel. But, yeah, also go to this very longly confused hand over here to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell every time I do a quick-ish Toku vlog / review of Kamen Juno. So for recommendations, I recommend in the comments or in the description below all the people I've mentioned that have already did a review in time for this. Deshinja's obviously, Josh Knight's the First is writer rewatch. Hopefully as more episodes build up, I'll put the playlist along with past I guess writer episodes below as well when we get to that point later on in the series. With that said, take care. I'm RetroKid Reviews and not at all history classes. And I guess to play out the rest of this video, or end it, cute kitty! Look at her, she's so cute, so sleepy. I want to go to the bathroom. Come on.